Give me a test level.
Hello, test. Testing. 1, 2. Hello, test. Testing. Red Raider basketball with Mark Adams coming up.
Attention, stations on the network. Our broadcast will begin in 1 minute from my mark.
Well.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark. That was your 1 minute time check, stations.
Seconds to opening billboard. Seconds, stand by, opening billboard.
On the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield, it's time for Red Raider basketball with head coach Mark Adams. Presented by Rudy's Barbecue, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue. Visit rudys.com to find real Texas barbecue near you. Also brought to you by Bud Light, it's for the fans. Reliant Energy, proud partner of Texas Tech Athletics. And by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance. Register for your chance to win courtside seats at RedRaidersContest.com.
Two-hand throw down, and the Red Raiders are running.
Now, here's your host, Jeff Haxton.
Red Raider basketball with Mark Adams here at Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue. This is not Jeff Haxton. I am Chris Level. Jeff Haxton a little bit under the weather this evening, so as Coach Adams says, hello, Jeff, but I am not Jeff. They went to the bullpen, Coach, and they got the slow-throwing lefty out of the bullpen. So I'm going to try to fill in ably tonight for my man.
We'll have to make do, won't we, Chris?
That's right, my man.
Well,
Hax.
welcome to the show.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, you welcome to your show here. Happy New Year to you.
Well, thank you. Happy New Year to you
Yeah,
as well.
that's
How's
right.
your family? And
Good.
how's Luke? We
All
got him
good. All good. Yeah,
playing well.
We both have a couple of Lukes in our family for sure.
we
Yeah,
do.
that's
Mine's
right.
done well. So
That's right.
You've got a prospect. I've got a suspect. But I've got an old guy that can't play anymore. But
I don't know about
how old
that.
is Luke now?
Yeah, well, he's a freshman in high school.
I better
yeah.
watch it. I might get in trouble with it. I
No.
can't talk about it. He may be a prospect.
Yeah, all
I know
good.
he's playing well.
Well-
His dad was a good player. Whether for junior college,
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a long time ago.
you don't brag on yourself for a
No,
minute. Talk about
I
it?
do not. That's not my thing. And for folks listening, we'll be here till 7 o'clock. Talking some Red Raider basketball with the head coach of the Red Raiders, Mark Adams, and we will also be joined by freshman guard Pop Isaacs and assistant coach Steve Green, a guy that you've known for a long time at the tail end of the show. If you have questions here in the audience, make sure that you ask them and get those up here. We'll get those asked to Coach Adams here in a little bit. And I have some tickets to the big game tomorrow night at the USA to give away as well if you ask a question. So non-conference is over. Okay, you got your first game of the Big 12 under your belt, and I on Saturday I know after the game you had said we told our kids it's hard, it's a step up, but you can only tell your team, a young team especially, only so many times, and at some point they just have to experience Big 12 play for themselves.
Yeah, that's so true, Chris. I remember my dad when I was, in my early 20s, says, I wish I could put my, 55-year-old head on your 20, on your shoulders, and because you just sometimes the decision making and the process of things it just takes experience, and the only way you get experience is to live it and go through it and learn from it. And I was proud of the guys. I thought we obviously got off to a great start. We were ready to play. We believed we could win. We were. I thought the most aggressive team that first half, and went with that 11-point lead. And as you mentioned, all we can do is remind those guys how important it is to get out and be aggressive, throw the first punch the second half, and And but when you're playing against an experienced team like TCU, they're going to be, in the locker room, they're reevaluating their play the first half, and I'm sure their coach is getting after them, and that's what veterans do. They came out and responded, and within 4 or 5 minutes, it was a basketball game.
And we'll talk about that game some, and then look ahead to tomorrow night, and then even Saturday just briefly. But we'll talk about your team some. But I would be remiss if I didn't ask you about just how many Texas Tech fans were at that game. And I know that is something you never take for granted. But I don't know if it was 60-40 or 75-25 in favor of the road team.
Yeah, there's not a better six-man in the Big 12. Maybe Kansas is maybe close, but than our fans, they're there. We can count on them. They're always loud and encouraging, and it helps us in so many ways. And then it even helped us in the second half. We kind of got down, and they got back in the game, and then our crowd helped pick us back up. We really got back up to a 9-point lead, and kind of a seesaw battle after that, but. We have great fans, and we're certainly going to need them tomorrow night when we take on the Jayhawks.
This league is a monster, and it's not a secret. Everybody knows that. There are, and we'll get to some of that. But let's talk about some of the bright spots for Saturday. Not the result that you want, but there's plenty of things that you can build on. Because I know you mentioned that if we just cut down on the turnovers a little bit. I know you wish you were better at the free throw line, but
I thought we were going to build on things. You're bringing up those negative things.
I'm trying to move. I'm trying to move them in the past. But Pop played really well. We'll talk to him a little bit. The fact that your kids, have an 11-point lead and just really took it to TCU for the better part of 30 minutes.
Chris, and our fans, most of them are pretty knowledgeable about basketball, but there's just certain things you have to do in every game to stay in the game, and there's a saying that Bob Knight's used over and over. The team, that makes the fewest mistakes is going to win, and when you make a lot of mistakes that are self-inflicting, like turnovers that lead into easy baskets or transition points, or when you don't block out well and give up those second, third shots, and those end up being layups, those things you just can't do consistently if you want to win. And you've got to learn to take care of the things like getting back on defense and rebounding and taking care of the ball, taking good shots. And that puts you in a position to be in any game if you can do that. So we take 2 steps forward, 1 back, and then we have to go back and remind the guys how important it is to take care of the ball, and having 23 turnovers, playing on the road, and then shooting from the free throw line. And we've again up and down. We've had some games we shot 80% or better, and this is a game we just had a horrible night. So going back to being positive, which you're better at that than I am, you still miss all those free throws, give up all those turnovers, and have it in the game, have a chance to win there at the end. It's a game Meanback could won the last 2 minutes, 3 minutes of the game.
Well, it just some bad luck. Kevin O'Banner gets a couple of early fouls in that game. Daniel Bacho's sick, but with all that, KJ Allen comes in and plays great. He's really kind of starting to figure out. He's in much better shape. And just playing better, Davion Harmon and Pop, just kind of carried you offensively a little bit, but a lot to build on. It's just hard for coaches. You're trying to be, but it's just hard to be patient with a young team. But that's just kind of what this team needs right now.
It is, and so they get magnified anytime you make a few mistakes. And you'd like to think even Kevin O'Banner didn't play extremely well, you can still win, but we have to have KO playing his best every night. Right. Puts a lot of pressure on him, and he got those 2 early fouls, and I think he got a little down on himself and tried to push him, and I think he forced a few things. But even with he's not shooting the ball, he's got to rebound and he's got to guard, and he knows that, and he's been playing so well and shown such great leadership, and so we didn't get a great performance out of him, and he knows that. And then DH was good, Davion Harmon. But he could have been better. He talked to the team afterwards and apologized. He missed some layups and missed some key free throws. So your veterans got to make sure they step up and play every game in the Big 12. And then as we go back to these younger guys, we just got to hope that we can find 1 or 2 that's going to step in and have a good game. And Pop's been that guy that's been very consistent. He's a great success story. A guy that's you're going to listen to here just in a few minutes, but didn't play at all from February of last year until November, when his first day of practice, he finally got back into practice gear, and because he had that hip surgery. It's just been amazing. But played well. He's a tough kid. Gained some weight. Gotten stronger. The thing I'm most proud about Pop is he's playing defense, and he's learning the importance of to be in the right spot. And he talks. He's one of the most vocal guys. He's just got he's a player that's got a high basketball IQ, and so he's giving us a lot on the defensive end, being one of the smallest guys in the league.
Did you realize this summer when you started to see Daniel Baccio kind of emerge that he would be this kind of shot blocker / rim protector? I mean, 5 blocks in a Big 12 game, that's rare.
Well, and you look at Daniel was he had a 24-hour bug. I don't know if it was food poisoning or how, but he lost over 10 pounds within 24 hours, and even he didn't practice yesterday or today, and we're still trying to get fluids in him. He's just not himself, but what great courage he wanted to play. And even after the game, he said, Coach Adams, we getting off the plane, he said thank you. And I said, for what, Daniel? He goes, for just letting me play. And that's the type of kid he is. And I'm saying, Daniel, thank you, just the courage and you showed so much heart and will that you'd want to get out there, because he was so sick. And even on the Tuesday morning, we played the 11 o'clock game, and he was still sick at his stomach, but so we were amazed that he wanted to play. And then we said, well, Daniel, do you think you could, you want to start? Just come off the bench. Coach, I want to start. So that's the type of a guy you want in your foxhole. He's tough and loves the game. And once we get him healthy, I think he's going to. Again, he'll show the Big 12. He's one of the best players in the conference. I hope we can get him healthy, ready tomorrow. He's still not anywhere close, but I know he's going to play no matter what. He just won't be at 100%.
Well, and luckily you don't tip till 8 o'clock tomorrow night, so you get a little extra time tomorrow.
We do. That's right. We need him to eat a lot. We need people to pray for him.
That's right. That's right. Okay, so we'll move on from that game. Red Raiders 10-3 overall. They will play tomorrow night. We'll talk about those Jayhawks here in a little bit, but we will come back and get some questions from the audience. In a bit. Texas Tech basketball with Mark Adams, presented by Rudy's Barbecue, will continue after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
West Texas weather.
Clear for break 1.
High winds and debris damage your roof. There's only one company to call, Andrus Brothers Roofing. ABR has been in business for over 35 years and are part of the Lubbock Area Roofing Contractors Associations. So they'll do the job right. If it's not ABR, it's not Andrus Brothers Roofing.
Andrus Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. Quality guarantee, Andrus Brothers Roofing, every time.
Happy State Bank can make banking a happy experience for you. With a warm welcome and a smile, the happy banking experience will meet your banking needs. Hi, I'm Susie Stafford, Commercial Loan Officer, Happy State Bank. We are your friends and neighbors, helping you make banking easy. Happy State Bank offers the happy experience with community banking in over 60 locations in Texas. Try the Happy State Bank experience for yourself. Happy State Bank, a division of Centennial Bank, member of FDIC.
West Texas Land Guys is one of the region's premier developers with projects in Lubbock, San Angelo, and Abilene. West Texas Land Guys have developed hundreds of acres and 10 communities in Lubbock alone. To see some of our work, visit the vineyards at Escondido or come see us in the 2023 Parade of Homes in Sedona. Whether you're thinking of selling land or want to buy a lot for your dream home, we've got you covered. Visit westtexaslandguys.com to see how we're developing the future.
At Interim Home Health and Hospice, we provide one-on-one attention to patients in their own homes. We have been caring for Lubbock and the surrounding areas with personalized hospice care for 20 years. West Texans proudly serving West Texans so you can rest, feel, and live well. Call us at 806-791-0042 or visit us at interimhealthcare.com. Interim Healthcare, the champions of your health.
At Blue Layer, we provide responsible, right-sized technology consulting with a focus on managed services, cybersecurity, and ransomware protection for your business. But partnering with Blue Layer is so much more. Technology empowers your employees and propels business forward by focusing on solutions that drive efficiency and productivity. With solutions in the cloud, mobility, and unified communications, Blue Layer will turn your technology into your most valuable asset. Let's raise the bar together.
Looking for the best Texas Tech gear? Then shop with the official retailer of Texas Tech Athletics, the Matador. We have everything Texas Tech at shopthematador.com and enjoy free shipping. Shop for Under Armour coaches sideline and on the field players gear. Shop for brand names like Texas Tech Yeti drinkware and stylish, trendy game day wear. The Matador is proud to be locally owned, alumni, and student operated. We are loyal and passionate about Texas Tech. Shopthematador.com.
Cybersecurity is a growing concern for all businesses. At CTSI, we remind you to implement cyber defense solutions to protect you. Call CTSI today and schedule a free, no-obligation consultation. We'll create a roadmap that is customized for you and secures your business. CTSI is a Lubbock-built, operated, and owned company with a second location in Amarillo. For 37 years, we've served the Texas Panhandle, West Texas, the Permian Basin, and eastern New Mexico. And we work every day to earn your business. Call CTSI now at 806-793-8961 or go to ctsinet.com.
30 seconds.
Hub is proud to be an ITAR certified gold business. At Hub City Body Shop, we know the latest repair techniques, how to find hidden damage, and how to repair your car's critical safety features. We never cut corners, keeping you and your family safe. You'll always get free estimates, free insurance claim service, and now get free headlight restoration with every repair job. Hub City Body Shop. New name, still family owned and
10.
Pretty, call Hub City, 5721 Genoa Avenue, just off Spur 327. HubCityBodyShop.com.
Red Raider basketball with Mark Adams back here at Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue here until 7 o'clock, South Loop 289 and Slide Road. You can make a basketball move over to Rudy's.com to place your curbside pickup or delivery order and enjoy 100% oak smoke meats, Rudy's signature sauce, and delicious sides from your home. With Coach Adams now, and be joined by freshman guard Pop Isaacs here in a little bit, along with assistant coach Steve Green. So we'll do that to finish up the show. But with Coach Adams now, we've got some questions from the audience. Will coaches ever go back to wearing suits for every game?
You know, there are some coaches that are already doing that.
Yeah.
So. But, you know, I don't know. It may go to baseball where we may be out there in the back and wearing uniforms. My legs aren't that good, so I don't know if I'd want to do that. But but it's, you know, the nice thing about that, it is more comfortable coaching. And you know, when you get on the plane and head back, you just
roll with what you
just
got
roll,
on.
just go.
Yeah.
You don't have to change or anything. So it is comfortable. But, you know, I do miss the coat and tie. I do.
From Maddie, what did you get for Christmas? Let's hope it wasn't a basketball uniform, as you said, right?
You know, the best Christmas present I probably got more than anything was that you know, Doss is doing better.
There you
Doss
go.
is
Okay.
and hey, and our teams is doing. You know, we don't have any, you know, major problems health wise with guys, and for the most part we've got guys that are, you know, we got a few pains, a few aches and bruises, but we're healthy and ready to go. So that was a great Christmas present for me, and then. You know, just being around family, you know, getting to see my grandkids, and is always such a blessing. So
it's a good break from
it is.
the grind of what.
And it reminds you of things that are really important,
Correct.
family and friends, and get to celebrate the birth of Jesus. And so, yeah, it was a good few days off, just a couple. We had 3 off, and we were back Christmas night and working out, and then 2 days the next day. So
there you go. From, I think I'm saying this name right, Danelle Cantu. I think she's around here somewhere. She just handed me. There she is right there in front. How do you help your team face adversity? How do you help each other? She wants to know.
Well, that's a great question. And, you know, I don't know. I could probably poll the audience and ask that. That's always tough to – how would you answer that?
It depends on what kind of adversity it is.
Yeah. Well,
there's different kinds of adversity.
There is.
Yeah, that's
you know,
right.
one thing we always start with, and we tell our players that, and it's just reality. Life is unfair. You know, life just, you know, hits all of us in different ways, and we're all going to have bumps and hurdles and bruises and challenges. And we talk to our guys that the game of basketball is a lot like the game of life. And when you get a bad call from a referee, or the ball doesn't bounce your way, or you know, it's just not having those nights. You still got to try to stay in the moment and stay in the present. And we have a little acronym. We say EAR, which is expect bad things to happen, accept it, and then just reset. And I think the hardest thing for all of us is, I go on about this, is to reset. And a lot of times we feel like victims. When adversity sets in, we blame others, we blame ourselves, we get down, we feel sorry for ourselves, and you know, you want players and you want to be around people, including myself. I want to get back up and not just wallow in my pity and feel sorry for myself or blame someone else. Get back up and keep going, and that's just something we have to work on, and it certainly helps when I know that I have a Lord and Savior that loves me and cares about me, and that brings joy to my heart, and it gives me motivation in that.
And that ear analogy, that's a tennis analogy, isn't it?
It is.
Tennis,
It is.
That's right.
Yeah, that's exactly right. It came from the tennis players, and as they're. And in tennis, it's really fast, and you stop, and then you got to think a little bit.
And it's an individual sport.
And it's the only other thing is golf. Golf's one of those, when you make a mistake, you have you might have 10 minutes to think about it before you get to
That's right.
your next shot. But it's something we're always learning, and it's something I think is one of the biggest challenges for coaches to get these guys to work through adversity.
Yeah, and as a guy that I hear talk to your team often once said, don't be responsible, be response-able.
That's good. You don't come talk to my team with that, Chris? Who said that?
Yeah. Yeah, that's Professor Halcomb over there.
Well, Doug's our character coach.
That's right.
He's great at helping. He coaches me a lot, but he's good with talking to our guys, because our guys, especially in their life, there's so many things going on with the stress of academics and the peer pressure and social media and the pressure people put on them to play, and they're going through a lot, and then also they have that they seem like a lot. They deal a lot with family health problems and death, and we've had our share of it as well. So it's something we talk about all the time.
Okay, we're going to go rapid fire here real quick, so I'm running out of time with you. What's your favorite Rudy's side dish? We were talking serious for a second.
Yeah.
Now we're going food.
Yeah, let's go to food.
Yeah,
okay.
That's right. What's your favorite side dish?
My favorite, I love the baked potato.
Okay.
And I really actually love it stuffed with having
all the barbecue
and all that,
right.
and all the fattening stuff that goes with it, sour cream and all.
Pre-game rituals. Do you have any favorites? That's from Jeff from Hobbs.
No, but I do talk to our team a lot about everybody ought to have a pregame ritual to get themselves mentally and physically, emotionally ready to play. So we constantly talk to our guys about getting in the ritual you're visualizing and getting yourself in the right frame of mind to do and play the best you can. And I always use that analogy. Came from actually a tennis player, Arthur Ashe, that talks about in the zone, and he talks about how you can go and find that. A lot of times we have get in the zone, we don't know how to get back to it. And he talks about how you can actually through concentration and visualization, you can stay in the zone and get to that peak performance. I'm probably getting a little bit too deep here, but it's a big part of athletics and competition that kids need to learn how to not just go. I think it was Scottie Pippen that said he used to just go tie his shoes up and go play. And then he got around Michael Jordan and some of these pros and said, hey, there's more to it than just going out and playing. And there's the scouting and getting yourself prepared. And so we try to talk to our guys about that. And if you do that, you become a much more consistent player.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and squeeze one more break in, then we're going to come back and talk Kansas with you real quick, and then we're going to let you go and get Pop Isaacs up here. Sound good?
Thanks.
All right, there we go. Red Raider basketball with Mark Adams, presented by Rudy's Barbecue. It will continue after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
From diagnosis through treatment, make Caprock
Clear, break 2.
For cardiac, peripheral, and vascular care. Caprock Cardio is proud to offer Lubbock's first and only full-service cardiology clinic and cath lab, now serving the entire South Plains and eastern New Mexico regions from convenient, state-of-the-art facilities. Caprock Cardio wants to be your complete heart health provider. Caprock Cardiovascular Center and Cath Lab is a proud corporate partner of Texas Tech Athletics and the American Heart Association. Our town, our team.
Your grandpa, his dad, and your dad all grew up working the land. You too want to follow in their footsteps. Capital Farm Credit wants to be your financial partner. Capital Farm Credit has been around for nearly a century. We share the deep passion of the agricultural industry. We honor you and those who came before you, those who want to keep the legacy alive. Let us finance your legacy. CapitalFarmCredit.com.
This is Mark Adams, head basketball coach here at Texas Tech. Teamwork drives our program, and Red Raider Club members are a part of our team. You provide the necessary resources to compete each day. Thank you for giving to the Red Raider Club and supporting more than 400 student athletes through scholarships, academic support, nutrition, sports medicine, and much more. You are true Raider power. Recco.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
At Reliant, being a part of Red Raider Nation means more than just cheering on the team. It's about being a part of a community that supports one another. As an electricity provider, it is our commitment to every customer, and it's as strong as our Texas roots. It's our promise today and for generations to come. We look forward to teaming up with you. Reliant, proud partner of Texas Tech Athletics. Reliant, PUCT number 10007.
What does it take to make the perfect brisket? Basketball and barbecue lovers know that the perfect brisket needs the right wood. Rudy's smokes all of their meats using their delicious signature rubs and 100% oak-fired pits. Get your real Texas barbecue fix today at Rudy's or on the web at rudys.com.
Another season of women's and men's college sports is underway. Follow your alma mater or favorite team in their pursuit of the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2023 to the winning institutions in all competitive divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
30.
Texas Tech fans, Big 12 play is underway for your Lady Raider basketball program. Single game tickets are on sale now and start at just $10. So get your tickets today and help us pack United Supermarkets Arena. To purchase tickets to Lady Raider basketball, visit texastech.com or call 806-742-TECH. That's texastech.com or by calling 842-TECH. Don't miss out on the excitement of Lady Raider basketball this season. Wreck 'em.
Red Raider basketball with Mark Adams here at Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue here until 7 o'clock. Just a few more minutes with Coach Adams. Pretty good team coming in here tomorrow night, Coach. Kansas, I think they obviously well coached, but every time I think about Kansas, they're offensively, they just get the ball up the floor so quickly. Is that like always one of the biggest keys against when you're trying to guard them?
I think that's always been part of Coach Self's trademark, but this team's doing exceptionally. They're elite. They're in fact, when you look at the analytics, this team is the best in the country. Is going from, defense to offense, and they do it in the most efficient manner. Where they're getting down there and something good's happening that first 5 or 6 seconds, and they get to the rim, and they're one of the best in the country. Not only getting to the rim, but they're finishing, and sometimes even getting an and one to go with it. So. It's tough for anybody because they put you on the attack as soon as they get the ball, and so getting back, locating their three-point shooters, protecting the rim, it's always a challenge for any team, and it will be for us when we play them tomorrow night.
Is Jalen Wilson playing about as good as anybody in the country? Certainly the Big 12, but he may be one of the guys.
So. It's amazing how much he's improved, and I remember he wasn't shooting the three-point shot very well, and came in here last year, and we weren't even sure if we were going to guard him out there, and he hit like 3 threes against us. And then he got going, and then he ended up having a great year last year. But he's doing it all. He's scoring all 3 levels, shoot threes. He's just a big guard. He got a few NBA tryouts last year, wanted to come back, and it's been a great success story for him because he has just worked so hard. He plays hard, really hard. We were showing our team video on him in the Big 12 tournament. When we got to the finals, we were ahead most of the games, about 10 and a half minutes to go in the second half. We were up 4, and he just runs the floor. Talking about transition twice and got an easy basket on us, and so he does it all. We have a lot of respect for him. He's playing hard. I know that Coach Self's really proud of him, and he's averaging 21 points, and is he's a guy that gets points so many. He can rebound, like I say, runs the floor and score off the bounce, and he's gonna make a lot of money, and he's gonna have a great career in the NBA. I feel like after this year, but very deserving player.
Yeah, and then obviously, they have a really good freshman named Grady Dick who's shooting about 50% from three, and then obviously Kevin McCullough's return, and
we
all know who that is, and DeJuan Harris and a variety of other guys. But it should be fun. I know you've got a lengthy home game winning streak that that's at stake and everything, but need a lot of folks to show up. Students won't be there, but need folks to use their tickets.
No doubt, and the reason we've got this home winning streak is because they're great fans, and just like you hear at Rudy's, we need everybody to the game, and it's the reason that we've been so successful. We've had some rowdy and boisterous crowds, and without the students here, don't get back to another couple of weeks, we need our fan base and our season ticket holders to come out, and we need a lot of walk up to come out and cheer us on. And again, it's going to be a great game. You've got Grady Dick's the best three-point shooters in the country, as one of the best freshmen in the country, and then Kevin McCullough's playing well, and he's a guy that's did a lot for our program. We have a lot of respect for Kevin. I think he does with us as well, and he's playing even better than he did for us last year. And then we've got the Harris, number 3, the little guard. He's only 6'1", but he's helped him win a national champion last year, and just a very heady point guard that runs the show. And so we'll have a work cut out for us. We're going against a lot of really good players and a very good coach, but we're excited about the opportunity, and we expect it to be a great game.
Well, Coach, good luck. I'm going to save some of these questions for Coach Green, so you're off the hook.
Yeah, good.
Off
Get
the hot
Coach.
seat.
He needs
Yeah,
it.
that's
Thank
right.
you.
That's right.
Good having you, Chris. Thank you all. God bless everyone.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
it.
Happy
Thank
New
you.
Year, Coach. We'll see you tomorrow night. There he is, Mark Adams. We will return Texas Tech basketball with Mark Adams, presented by Rudy's Barbecue. We'll continue after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Texas Farm Bureau Insurance wants you to experience Texas Tech
Clear break 3.
IP style. Catch your Red Raiders courtside with a friend by registering to win at RedRaidersContests.com. Opportunities to win include Texas on February 13th and TCU on February 25th. Winner to receive 2 courtside seats to the game. Register for a chance to win at RedRaidersContests.com and be a VIP thanks to Texas Farm Bureau Insurance.
What does it take to make the perfect brisket? Basketball and barbecue lovers know that the perfect brisket needs the right wood. Rudy's smokes all of their meats using their delicious signature rubs and 100% oak-fired pits.
Yes, sir.
We've got one break after this one, right?
Yes, one more 4-minute break.
Perfect. Thank you.
Rudy's.com.
Envision yourself on the front porch enjoying a cold glass of iced tea as the sun fades over the horizon. We can help you realize that.
If you want tickets to the game tomorrow night, come see me. I have about 10. And just make sure they're used by Red Raiders. Yeah, you asked the question. Yes. How many do you want?
Even if you want to buy that second home for a tranquil escape, we offer competitive rates and terms. Let us finance your dreams. CapitalFarmCredit.com.
At Reliant, being a part of Red Raider Nation means more than just cheering on the team. It's about being a part of a community that supports one another. As an electricity provider, it is our commitment to every customer, and it's as strong as our Texas roots. It's our promise today and for generations to come. We look forward to teaming up with you. Reliant, proud partner of Texas Tech Athletics. Reliant, PUCT number 10007.
This is Texas Tech Athletics Director Kirby Hocutt. Red Raider fans are some of the best and most passionate fans in the nation, and there's no denying it. There is also no denying that supporting our sponsors is one of the best ways to support the Red Raiders. Year after year, when businesses support the Red Raiders, they help provide funding for the many needs in Tech athletics and make games like the ones you're listening to on this Texas Tech radio network possible. So next time you're in need of a product or service, show your Red Raider spirit and support the companies that support Texas Tech.
Texas Tech fans, Big 12 play is underway for your Lady Raider basketball program. Single game tickets are on sale now and start at just $10. So get your tickets today and help us pack United Supermarkets Arena. To purchase tickets to Lady Raider basketball, visit TexasTech.com or call 806-742-TECH. That's TexasTech.com or by calling 806-742-TECH. Don't miss out on the excitement of Lady Raider basketball this season. Wreck 'em.
When you open a crisp, cold Bud Light, you know game day is here.
You owe me $5.
We mean every sound. Enjoy responsibly. 2022 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Introducing new Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda Variety Pack. You hear that? It's seltzer with the pop of soda, all with zero sugar. Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, the loudest flavors ever. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Seltzer Hard Soda, IRC Beers, St. Louis, Missouri.
The passion.
30 seconds.
Race. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got your school covered. On Big 12 Radio, there's complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along online or on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now it's
10 seconds.
your first 3 months of SiriusXM for $1. Fees and taxes apply. See offer details and subscribe now at SiriusXM.com/Big12Sports.
Red Raider basketball with Mark Adams here at Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, South Loop 289 and Slide Road here until 7 o'clock. Talking some basketball with now freshman guard Pop Isaacs. Okay, so tell me the correct. Okay, yeah, a little applause here from the audience. We got a packed house here tonight at Rudy's. Do I say Pop? Do I double it? You tell me. I don't want to screw it up. I've probably been messing it up of just saying one. What's your preference there?
Honestly, to me, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
But I'm gonna go Pop just because
Okay.
my dad and my high school coach have been tweaking over about that lately. So I'm gonna go Pop. If they wanted to be that.
I'll double it then. Pop Isaacs. There you go. That's right. And you got this like nickname when you were little because you just used to hammer the ball into the kitchen floor and like shoot the
Yeah.
You
so,
tell that. I'm sure you've been asked to tell that story a million times.
Yeah, for sure. So when I was younger, I would always be dribbling around the gym. The ball would go pop. Every time, I guess it would be a certain move I would do. And my dad just started calling me Pop. Other people would hear it, and they would just start calling me that. Next thing you know, people just started running with it. So, I mean, everybody calls me that now but my mom and dad, literally. So, Pop to everybody.
What do they call you?
Richard. They call me by my name.
so he's irritated that everybody else isn't calling you Pop, but he calls you Richard. I got it. Yeah, noted. That's funny. Did want to tell you that I was just asking. So you're a West Coaster.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right. Grew up in L.A. Moved to Vegas when you were in 6th grade. Barbecue, not really a thing on your menu, probably growing up, and all that. This
not
is
too
like
much.
Here at a barbecue restaurant. So go
for
check
sure.
out some Rudy's barbecue back there in the back. Great barbecue starts with the right wood, and Rudy's uses 100% oak to smoke their meat. Stop by Rudy's.com, place your curbside pickup or delivery order for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So make sure you come get some good barbecue right here, like we are doing this evening. Where did you get when I watch you play, it feels like you're much older than you are. It says freshman. You don't play like it, don't look like it. You just seem like wise beyond your years. Have you always kind of been mentally, I don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, more advanced with the game? It just doesn't seem like it's too big for you, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I would say it probably comes from my background. I've dealt with a lot of adversity in my life, so nothing I feel like is ever too big for me, compared to the things, that I've gone through. So I just honestly feel like, it's just basketball at the end of the day. I'm out there playing the game that I love. So, that's the way I view it. I'm just out there having fun.
And when you shoot it, you don't hesitate. It's just catch and go. And like you're not, and I think that's why they go in a lot of the times.
Yeah, for sure. Since I was younger, my dad had me in the gym. That's dang near the only thing he would have me work on was just my jump shot, getting right, just shooting shots from every spot, off the dribble, off the catch. Just a bunch of skill shots. So, I've always been a shooter, and, I don't no point to hesitate if I know, it's got a good chance to go in for sure.
It was Richard, let's go get in the gym. That's right. Where did your sense of calm come from? I see, Saturday, see you you're trying to hey man, we're good, fellas. You is that part of what you're talking about? Just trying to like keep everybody else calmer around you?
I'm a freshman, but I played a lot of big games in my life too. So played with the USA basketball team. I played in a lot of big games. So I feel like, I've seen the biggest stage. Obviously, I haven't played in the Big 12 before, but honestly, I just feel like, my guys could take that stuff from me, just seeing how calm I am out there, and just me giving that to them.
You played for the 16U Team USA team. You won a gold medal there. Where is that? You have it?
Yeah, it's in my dad's house
Locked
in Vegas.
Up somewhere?
Yeah, it's
that
in Vegas.
had to be a real special honor to win something kind of for your country.
Yeah, for sure, because just not many kids get that opportunity growing up, especially in high school, to put that USA across their chest. So it was for sure an honor just to be able to do that, especially growing up. You watching the Olympics and stuff like that, seeing all those dudes on TV. So it was an honor to be able to put those 3 letters across my chest.
Now that you've played 13 college games, what do you self-evaluate here a little bit? What do you need to feel like you need to still work on, and you're working on as you go along here? Now that the competition gets a little tougher.
Honestly, I think everything, but the more games I play, the more the game is slowing down. So college is a different game, than high school. So it's different reads I got to make and stuff like that. Now that we're in conference play, I know teams are going to start guarding me and start guarding my teammates different. So I got to just start, watching the film. It's a lot of little stuff like that. That's the biggest adjustment, is just staying in the film room and staying locked in with your coaches, doing more talking, doing more communicating. Just because, you're in college now, you got to grow up and put your big boy pants on. So.
Is that the biggest difference, high school and college, though, or the little things?
Yeah.
Scouting reports.
Yeah, for sure.
In
high school, you have scouting report and stuff like that, but it's not nearly as detailed as college. You coming in here, we got the scouting report on the big screen. It has, everything about, the player and stuff
Every
like
guy.
that. Yeah, you got to know everything, so it's just different, bro. You got to grow up, man. You got to really put your big boy pants on and be a grown man.
Tell me about the opponent tomorrow night. What are you prepared for tomorrow night playing the Jayhawks?
Just they're the fastest team in the country, so we got to be prepared to get back and get good shots on offense. Just play our game. I think if we go out there, and play Texas Tech basketball and trust Coach Adams, it's going to be a great game, and I think we'll have a great shot to win the game.
Tell me about some of your teammates. Who have you who's your roommate? Who's your running buddy?
The guy I stay with in the house, I stay with Davion Harmon.
Okay.
So me and him are basically roommates. That's my guy. The guy that I probably grew the closest with on the team is Lamar Washington for sure. He's over there right now.
I was going to say, you walked in with him.
Yeah.
West Coast kind of connection
for sure.
And all that. Okay, so let's go some rapid-fire questions here with you then. What's the last thing you cooked?
I haven't cooked in my life. I'm not going to lie. I ain't cooked a day in my life.
Brutal honesty. Now, does Lamar, does he, or does Davion, does anybody on the team cook? No.
Not that I know of, at least.
Favorite pregame routine?
Honestly, just listen to music. I put my headphones in and just kind of black everything out, and just get locked in.
I'm going back to peanut butter and jelly or nothing, or just like no,
nah,
just like
yeah. I don't really like eating that much before
okay.
games.
Okay. Best nickname on the team?
Pop Pop.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Place you'd most like to travel to? Anywhere you can go.
That's a great question. I'll probably say, we went to Hawaii this year.
Yeah,
probably,
Maui's pretty good.
The Bahamas. I think we're going there next year too, so I'm excited about that.
There you go. Do you have any New Year's resolutions as it relates to basketball or life or anything like that? Are you a New Year's resolution guy?
Nah, I'm not a New Year's resolution guy. But I'm always I'm a next day forward guy. I feel like you always got to look forward to the next day because anything can happen. You just want to look forward to the next day. Let the bad things go in your life. Don't hold on to those type of things. And just move on with your day. Keep trying to have fun and enjoy life.
Are you 28 or are you 19?
I'm 19.
I know, but you that's extremely well said. Let's see here. Favorite NBA team? Do you have one?
No, I got favorite NBA players though.
Okay.
My favorite team was the Lakers, but they suck now. But I say my favorite NBA players, probably Trae Young and Steph Curry for sure. Those two.
Okay. If you bottle your game after one or the other, which one is it? That's probably two pretty good players there.
I don't think I model my game after anybody. I try to be the best Pop Isaacs I could be, honestly.
There you go.
I watch a lot of film on those guys, though, for sure.
Okay. If you weren't playing basketball, you would be playing what sport?
Football, for sure. A lot of people don't know this, but I was a really good football player growing up. I didn't start, focusing solely on basketball until the 8th grade. So I was actually better at football than basketball.
Running back, DB,
receiver? I was a corner and
corner?
A receiver mainly.
Okay.
I was all over the field, but when I started getting really good, I was a DB.
Okay.
Mostly.
And you just started to focus on basketball?
I just loved basketball more, honestly. I always knew that's what I was going to play, so I
Yeah.
just decided to start taking it serious before high school.
Were you surprised when you got here, and you saw some of this last year when you came on visits, but you've been surprised at how well this program is supported here in town with just the amount of attendance at these games? And you're at a road game in Fort Worth, and yet there's a ton of red and black in the stands.
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy. I seen it last year when I came on the visits. I wouldn't necessarily say anything surprised me, but, it's different when you're actually a part of it and on the team and stuff like that, because you actually feel the support from those fans and the passion about Texas Tech basketball. So it's just a great thing for sure.
Well, man, I hope you had a good Christmas. Happy New Year to you. Good luck tomorrow night. Stay healthy, and it's been fun watching.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
You bet. There he is, Pop Isaacs. Pop Isaacs. Richard, whatever. Yeah, all the above. He's a stud. Appreciate him spending some time with us. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance wants you and a friend to experience Texas Tech basketball in style. Winner will receive 2 courtside tickets to an upcoming Texas Tech basketball game. Enter to win at RedRaidersContest.com for your chance to win. We will return with Texas Tech assistant coach Steve Green when we return here in a little bit. Texas Tech basketball with Mark Adams, presented by Rudy's Barbecue, will continue after these messages. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
Clear for your final break.
Bank, serving our friends and neighbors with a happy banking experience. Hi, I'm Kirby Bibb, Commercial Loan Officer. Happy State Bank is committed to you and your community. We understand your personal and business banking needs. Let us help you with your banking needs and solutions with the happy banking experience. Happy State Bank, committed to our customers and our communities. Happy State Bank, a division of Centennial Bank, member FDIC.
Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. We do one thing and we do it well. Since 1981, yes, time does tell. It's not just a house, it's your home. For quality work, we stand alone. Andress Brothers Roofing, we nail it every time. Quality guarantee, Andress Brothers Roofing, every time.
For 10 years, the West Texas Land Guys have been turning land into dreams. West Texas Land Guys specialize in developing raw land into builder-ready master plan communities. Having developed hundreds of acres across 10 successful communities in the Lubbock area alone, West Texas Land Guys is one of Lubbock's premier land developers. Whether you're thinking of selling land or want to buy a lot for your dream home, we've got you covered. Visit westtexaslandguys.com to see how we're developing the future.
In Lubbock, Texas Tech basketball is more than just a game. It unites us as a community that is proud of our Red Raiders as they leave it all on the court. And proud of Texas Tech, a school that has shaped the landscape of West Texas. And Plains Capital Bank supporting the Lubbock community is just part of who we are. And that's why we're right there with you, cheering on the Red Raiders at every game. Plains Capital Bank is a proud partner of the Texas Tech Centennial. Rackham Tech, Plains Capital Bank, member FDIC.
Y'all know I'm a Texan born and raised. It's my roots, my family's home, just like McGavick. They're family owned, and I'm a family guy. The day after the draft, they were there for me. McGavick was there for me when it mattered, and they're gonna be there for you. Y'all need to know McGavick. These are good people, and they make it so easy. I'm Patrick Mahomes, and I love McGavick Nissan. McGavick.
This is for the men who never settle, the ones who miss the fairway all day.
and still pull out the big stick. The type of guys who will always prefer to be behind the grill than in front of the camera. And the men who never let their friends forget about a high school nickname. This is the Lodge mentality. This is Twin Peaks.
Who wants to settle for a single TV? With more TVs, bigger screens, plus our fabulous scenic views, there's more to watch at Twin Peaks.
Hey, it's Lauren with the Home Zone. It's basketball season and we are fully stocked for all your appliance and furniture needs. Refrigerators, ranges, laundry, living room, dining and bedroom, all in stock and ready for same-day pickup or free local delivery. We have the lowest prices in town or easy in-house financing with low monthly payments. Friendly staff, unbeatable customer service, Texas Tech alumni owned and operated, and proud Texas Tech corporate partners. Check out our website at homezonetx.com or come see us at 3225 50th Street. The Home Zone, helping you make your house a home.
30 seconds.
Shop is proud to be an ITAR certified gold business. At Hub City Body Shop, we know the latest repair techniques, how to find hidden damage, and how to repair your car's critical safety features. We never cut corners, keeping you and your family safe. You'll always get free estimates, free insurance claim service, and now get free headlight restoration with every repair job. Hub City.
10 seconds. Stand by.
Owned and operated. Make it pretty. Call Hub City. 5721 Genoa Avenue, just off Spur 327. HubCityBodyShop.com.
Red Raider basketball with Mark Adams here at Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue here for about 10 more minutes or so. South Loop 289 Slide Road. I believe the next coaches show will be January the 16th. That is on a Monday. So make sure you come back out and see Coach Adams and the gang that night. And I'm with now a guy that's known – I've known this guy next to me for a long time. He is kind of an icon in West Texas and just basketball in general around these parts. Steve Green, and you've known Mark Adams, Coach, for how long?
Oh, my goodness.
Longer than you care to remember, right?
Yeah. It seems like we go back to our childhood. I knew Mark when he was coaching at Clarendon College, so that's that's light years ago.
Just a decade or three ago or something like that. Yeah, that's right. That's right. How has it gone for you, like making this leap and just the level of basketball and all that? You kind of take me through it. I know that you were looking forward to this. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it has. It's been it's been really exciting, a lot of fun. It's, coaching older players, I think is the biggest difference. But, great fan support. Everything is a little bit more big time than junior college was. But it's still basketball, I came when I moved out here. I think it was 22, 23 years ago. I knew Coach Myers. I'd known him for a long time, and having been an assistant at the University of Houston, we came out here and got screwed a couple times. Chased an official off the floor one night. I'll never forget that. I didn't do it, but the guy I was working with did. So I was real familiar with the Texas Tech program, and then of course James Dickey and I had kind of the same background. We both worked for Coach Sutton at Arkansas. Then Doc Sadler was here, and Doc and I were roommates and back at Lamar and at the University of Arkansas. So I've always kind of had a hand in, or not a hand in, but always had my hands in what was going on over here all the time. So it was an easy transition.
And you spent, you won multiple national championships at South Plains College and all that. With the way that the college game is now, with the portal and there's so much movement, does that, your skill set in that junior college level, you've got to build a team every year, and that's kind of the way college basketball now is. Is that?
Well, it sure is. I mean, I hesitate to say this, but could this be true? Could junior college was ahead of major college basketball? I don't know, but obviously each and every year, I mean, you were very fortunate in junior college if you had your best player back the next year, because most of the time your best player was a guy that just transferred in as a sophomore. On the rare occasion that we did have a guy that came back the next year, I knew that we were going to be really good. But and major college has turned into that. I mean, everybody is looking into the portal, and kids are transferring like crazy all over the place. So, Chris, when Chris was here, I think he was one of the first guys to really jump on that train and start getting kids from other programs and bringing them in here and trying to get them acclimated to each other and what have you. And he and Mark did just an incredible job of putting together a new team each year, and getting them to buy into what was their style of play.
Tell me about the guy that was just up here, Pop Isaacs. He's been a lot of fun to kind of watch grow up in front of our eyes.
Yeah, I was sitting out at the office a while ago, and with his dad. His dad's here in town, and we're talking a little bit about who I think Pop is, and he keeps talking about Richard, and I'm like,
I know,
and I had forgotten that's Pop's name. I call him Pops, P-O-P-S, and I've heard Pop and what have you, but some of the answers that he gave you a while ago about some of those questions he
Very
asked,
impressive.
tremendously impressive. He's been exposed to a lot in his life, I think. He's learned a lot, throughout his playing days and what have you. I think the reason that, I think he answered the question about he's played in some big games and stuff before, but he's been around big-time basketball players probably since he was, little Pop, and so this is really nothing new to him. I heard somebody on the bench the other night when we were at TCU, and I can't remember who it was. It may have been Rick. I don't know, but when Pop jumped up and hit a big three at the in the second half, and he made some reference to the strength of character. That kid's got that was a big shot that a young kid would jump up and shoot, and it didn't. I don't think it surprised any of us. He's kind of fallen into that role.
Well, and when you watch him kind of trying to calm everybody, you forget he's a freshman. Yeah, it is very, very impressive. What else do you like about what you saw from this team on Saturday? We mentioned that with Coach Adams earlier. There were some things that went against you guys early, and yet you still had a really nice lead, and it wasn't the result that you guys wanted, but a lot to build on there.
Well, there's no question. We obviously went into the game. We had knowledge that other people did not. And that Bacho was sick, and we didn't know whether he was even going to play or not. And I don't think we knew till we got into the dressing room that he was going to try to go. So we already knew that, and that was kind of frightening. But then you look up and we got an 11-point lead at half, and we actually lost it, and then we got it back. And so in some respects the game lasted a little too long for us that night, but we really won the game twice. And only to falter down there towards the end. But we're playing some freshmen. We're playing a bunch of new guys. This is a whole new team than what they had last year here. And TCU's good. They're for real. That's a team that went one game shy of what Tech did, I think, last year in the NCAA tournament. Yeah. And for maybe a missed layup or something like that, they're in the Sweet 16 last year, and they have everybody back. They have every soul on their team from last year. They're in uniform again this year, so they're definitely a top 10, top 15 team. For us to hang in there that close with them, I thought, I'm not one of these guys that looks for moral victories or anything, but I do think that it shows you where you are, but for a play or two.
I've got about 30 seconds or so left with you. Take me through challenges that Kansas will pose, and what's the biggest key for tomorrow night at 8 o'clock?
Well, I don't need analytics to tell me anything about Kansas. They're going to, I told our team today that it's my scout, and I said the second that the ball goes up on the glass and they obtain it, they are on offense, and we better get ready, because they're one of the first teams I've seen that allow four guys to bring the ball down the floor. So they don't waste time looking for a point guard to push. If their four-man gets it, he's gone, and they run to their spots and what have you. So their offense flows. So you've got to have a plan, to slow them down on that one end. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope a lot of people come out and see it.
Well, good luck, Coach. I appreciate you spending some time with us tonight.
Absolutely.
That's going to do it for us tonight. Studio board op, Dylan Riggs. This is Chris Level for head coach Mark Adams, reminding you to join us for the Red Raider Countdown to Tip-Off tomorrow at 7. Red Raiders and Jayhawks at USA at 8 o'clock. This is the Texas Tech Sports Network from Learfield.
You've been listening to Red Raider Basketball with
You guys are clear.
Presented by Rudy's Barbecue, Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue. Visit rudys.com to find real Texas barbecue near you. Also
Thanks,
brought to
Dylan.
you by Bud.
Yep. Have a good night.